Hey everyone, Lensman Oz here, and this is episode 17 of Nuts and Bolts Talked. Today we're joined by Just Dragon and Manx. Jamerella is not with us today, but we'll continue on with what we were doing last time. So, Dragon, you're currently trying to finish up the castle she was making for you?
She only made a tower. I mimicked what she made. I was trying to figure out what some of the stuff was messing up on, and I figured it out, but I can't do anything without Jamerella here.
Oh well, it looks pretty cool. From down here you can just see it rising up above the landscape. Looking very cool. Maybe we'll just jump up there and have a quick squiz. Dragon's Castle. Wow. Bit of lag from me jumping around. Awesome, and this is all stone, so I made some nether furnaces for her because she was constantly jumping down and running them through the electric one, but just made a bunch of furnaces and used some of the peat that we were cooking up. It's pretty close, but you'll fix it up when she's back, right?
Yeah, because when you look at it from above, you see how some of it's out of whack, and it's because of the way she's done the top.
I mean, it still looks pretty cool.
It's more like if you were to try and make it symmetrical, it wouldn't work, because even though you've got it pinpoint correct on one half, it's got 2 here. 2 instead of 4.
Okay.
Or 4 instead of 2. Which is annoying. But I'll live.
It seems pretty even though. I mean, apart from your doorway, even though this isn't the doorway, I picked on you earlier for this doorway because it's not in the centre. That's alright.
It's not the doorway.
It's not the doorway. It's just the works entrance to the area where the workmen have their lunch, right?
Yep.
Alright, so back to it. I've been really busy and literally have spent hours preparing some stuff for this next episode, and I'm just gonna teleport down. One of the things I was missing was an ender pearl, and I went for a bit of a trek and went through that's the normal village we've been accessing. I found another village over here, and there's a third one over here, but I literally found, I think the ender pearl was in this astral sorcery, either this one or this one. These little world spawn things, they got a chest under one of the pillars. Found a single ender pearl, which will help me immensely. And I don't know, you may have seen what might be happening this episode, but we'll get to that in a second. So turn that off. I have upgraded a chest here, but just the only other thing I've done in between episodes is I finished this up to an extent. I made some transfer nodes from extra utilities and hooked them up so they will pull out of here and push into here from here as well. So if I put uninspected minerals in here, it should process it down, and then the result should come out over here. Eventually, it takes a couple of seconds because these aren't real fast. So there we go, there's the material. So it's processing, it gets its output, and the output should come over to here. Should come over, there it is. So that'll now process here and deposit its stuff into this. Apparently I got a couple of things out of that one. One thing I do want to do is eventually hook this up to here, and you can see I've been trying to mimic where is all that coming from? Must have got more than one thing. I must have got a byproduct, which is cool. I'm trying to mimic, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 wide here. So I went 8 wide, and the only one it's these two here is these two on the side here. I didn't quite get that bit correct, but Eventually I will hook up another node or something to here to pull out materials and deposit it into here. Some really good stuff in here. There's some sulfur, which apparently you can't use this sulfur to make the sulfur bearing compound. You can't use the sulfur from its own mod, which is a little bit weird. So I literally had to go mining in the nether again with my silk touch pick, grab a bunch more nether quartz and bring it back over here and process it. But there's also a pipe that leads this way. So when we want to do this fluorite bearing stuff, which is just the granite in here, it will automatically push it into there as well. So these things are fairly well automated. Not exactly what I wanted to do. I had to move some pipework around. And after I did all of that, I ended up finding a couple of the nuggets required to make whichever chest I put it in. These, I found some pulsating iron nuggets, so I could have potentially made the conduits I needed, but it's all good. It's all done. And these are fairly cheap to make, the nodes. They are the original recipe, so very happy with that. And you can see that I've changed this one out to being a node as well, going straight into the drawer controller for downstairs. That chest is now empty. Well, mostly empty. Let's see. So, the other thing I've done. You right, buddy? What you doing? Nothing? Not pushing your button to talk?
Making something. Where's my stone rod?
There. I think you might need to move your microphone, buddy.
Making something.
Whoa, that's loud now. Yes, that's definitely what you had to do. Right. So you can see I've got all this stuff in here. I've had to upgrade this chest to a gold chest. The little wooden one wasn't going so well. But we got tons of gold and coal, redstone, nether quartz, and a bit of sulfur. So up here, again using some nodes, I've built a powered furnace from Actually Additions, which powered furnace isn't too expensive. It's all fairly similar recipes to normal. Furnaces are, yeah, everything here is normal except for the furnaces, which we've already seen is a slightly different recipe, but that's easy these days. I've got tons of cobble around. So yeah, made a powered furnace. So I put any of the nether ores that we get in here. So normal ores go in the other chest. Your nether ores, these ones, apart from, I think there's a couple that don't quite work. They go in here, they get smelted first and then extracted out and put into the crusher. And the normal ores from mining go in this side and they get crushed immediately. It's just a little bit of automation to make my life easier instead of going up there and tossing a bunch in. It's a bit slower because we don't have any speed or stack upgrades in the nodes, but that's something we'll get to at a later date because that's going to be fun. Doing the upgrades. They've modified some of the recipes for the extra utility stuff. It's not too bad, but it just takes a lot of preparation. So going from the map and what was in my JEI when I first started recording, and today my microphone is really in the way. I don't know why. Something's changed on my desk. I do have a boom arm coming. I've ordered a boom arm to get the microphone off my desk and more up in the air, so hopefully you won't hear as much clicking. Maybe you will. I have a new mouse as well, which is why the clicking is quite loud. But you know, these are the things that happens over Christmas. Christmas present, new mouse. Thank you. Dragon, do you still need stone, do you?
Yeah.
We'll come down, grab another 8 stacks.
Plenty of cobblestone. It's more like Manx ran off with one of my stacks and I didn't know where he put it. So I was not impressed.
Well, if you need more cobble, there's plenty down here, and if you need more of the dried peat for cooking it up, you got the chest on the floor near the nether furnace.
Alright.
Alright, so in my iron chest here I have a ton of stuff. So before I get started, let's dump all the bits and pieces that I kind of don't need. Let's get rid of all this. This isn't a quest. Just one of those things. Don't really need the food. Shouldn't need the bucket. Alright. Let's grab all this stuff. I can't even fit it all in my inventory. So I'll put that back for the moment, that and that. Let's see. What's the easiest way of doing this? I want to grab everything so that we... Alright, that should be enough. Right, so all this material is going to make a quarry, well, a quarry card, and a builder. So we might start with the builder, actually. So the builder block is this recipe. So we're going to need a machine frame. So let's just open this like this. We need a machine frame. So that's 6 steel plates, 2 titanium plates, and a block of redstone. Voila! This is then going to need a builder's wand, which needs 2 magical wood. So to do that, we need a bookshelf and a piece of gold and 4 levels. So I've got plenty of levels. And I need to do that again. So that's those 2. And to make the builder's wand is this. Very good. Getting achievements for this too. So advanced alloys, emerald electron tubes, which I think we got as a reward maybe. I don't know. I've made a few of them. Well, there's at least 4 downstairs. So we want to make a builder, which is taking advanced alloys, blocks of manulin, and that machine frame we just made. So there's our builder block. Next is the quarry card. So I'm just doing a regular shape quarry, 900 RF per block, which is pretty expensive. Look at it when you go up to Silk Touch, 8100. So these have been buffed, or nerfed I should say, but we'll get through it. So first thing we want to make here is maybe this iridium iron plate. Actually, let's make the shape card. Shape card is regular recipe for a shape card. So that's that done. The iridium iron plate is 8 iron plates around a piece of iridium. Now I got the iridium from, I think it was a quest reward, otherwise I am getting iridium output from our little rock ending setup over there. There is iridium dust coming out, and I think you have to do 2 dust and 1 sand in the induction smelter to get 2 ingots. I think the other ingot is there. So that's that iridium iron plate. Next we need mining lasers. So I should have everything here. The energy crystals are 9 energium dust, which is 3 diamond dust, glowstone, red quartz. Diamond dust is just diamonds in the macerator. So fairly straightforward. And I've already made them up. So once you have the 9 energium dust, you just put it in the compressor and you'll get the gem. So there's one. There's the other. And there's a reason I'm not shift clicking this. I don't want to push everything in there and then potentially lose one of the items I need. So next will be this. And I plan on making a second one of these to store the power, which I don't think we're going to need, but store power while the quarry isn't running. So we need to make a simple power cell first. So Fluix blocks. I made an applied NG62 charger, which if you're looking this recipe up, if you're playing this pack, make sure you read the tooltip, because I tried making this recipe, and then when you read the tooltip it says the recipe for this uses IC2 glass fiber cable. So instead of the copper cable, you've got to use glass fiber cable. It could be a JEI limitation, but 2 steel plates, 2 redstone glass, which is thickened glass in the resonator, and then your 3 glass fiber cables. So the glass fiber cables are this. So 2 energium dust, silver dust, and some glass. Fairly straightforward. So let's do that. So I made that charger, charged up some Certus quartz, and then charged Certus, nether quartz, and redstone in a pool of water. Got fluix, made a couple of blocks out of it. So quarry. So we want to make the simple power cell, and I want to make 2 of these. And then this one requires iron bars, more blocks of redstone, emerald electron tubes, and that gives us 2 normal power cells. So one is for the quarry, and one is for this crafting. So apparently I'm missing diamonds. Don't tell me this actually needs the industrial diamonds. It doesn't. Let's just try making it. That would be unfortunate if that is the case. Yes, it does. I don't have the molecular transformer yet. That's unfortunate. Why is one changing, the others aren't? That makes no sense. Well, that puts a dampener on things. I'd like to say that's a bug, actually, because it shouldn't be... you shouldn't have one changing and then the others not. This in itself is a whole other kettle of fish. And this is one of the things I started working towards as well before starting recording. I am considering just cheating this card in and throwing all the ingredients away, because that should be normal diamonds. If one's Ordict, why isn't the other one's? Alright, well the other thing I wanted to make was ender chests. So ender chest in this pack is slightly different. It requires a diamond chest. It requires 2 carbon plates, and we're going to get 2 for this. And an Eye of the Ancients. So the Eye of the Ancients is an Eye of Ender. And then some living rock and some mana steel. We need to make the diamond chest. Should be that. Yep, diamond chest. And then like that. So, unfortunately, don't know why I had 2 wool. Why did I have 2 wool? And then the lever to turn the quarry on and off, the builder on and off. So, unfortunately, this is not going to work. I mean, like 500,000 EU, but this is it itself is a nightmare to make. I do have to make this, and as I said, I am starting to work towards it. We've got Lapotron crystals. We've got all sorts of. So just alone, you need 6 basic machine casings, and then you start getting into this, and you've got copper dust and plates and tin dust, and oh my gosh. Alright, I'm going to make the decision to just cheat one of these in. Like so. And then bin all these items, because I think it's a bug. But that will get us the stuff we need for setting up our quarry. So one of the things I considered doing was hooking this chest up out here, but I think for the moment I'm going to place it there. So there's our ender chest. So it goes into our system, so to speak. We don't have a Blight Energetic system or anything. Again, that is a quest that's coming. But for the moment, this is this bit done. I'm going to jump over to where I want to set up my quarry. So I have Quarry 1, which is here. Now, the idea is I kind of wanted to be a little bit. I think I can do this. I think I can go up here because this is claimed. I wonder if I can do this. Can I go? Let me just check. If I place this here and go. Do I have to?
Your dad.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Your achievement. The description is make a builder and be a Bob.
Okay.
It's funny.
I'm a Bob. Right, so first corner here. Second corner. Is there. And then hopefully we can jump up to here and plop it in there. It will be interesting to see if this works. You know what I left at home? They're all out and I want this way to be in. Now I need to jump back to base. And grab, as we'll grab my stuff from here. I've never tried having the quarry in a place that isn't where the thing is, so this will be an interesting arrangement. Experiment more than anything. So I have 4 thermoelectrics. I mean, we can kind of do that. I'm not sure if this is a real efficient way of doing this. They all should be generating power at the moment, but they've got 2 other faces, so we could probably go that there. I need 1 more block of uranium. So let's do that real quick. Jump back to the house. I should have some uranium out here. Maybe I took it in already. Oh goodness. Now I need to look in the system down here and it's... Ah, there it is. 9 of them. Cook these up. Someone's using my furnace.
Me.
I wonder if I can cook them in here. Can I do this? Yep. Just does 2 at a time, so unfortunately. I need an extra one. But that's alright. And we got a little bit of slag as a byproduct. I don't know if this is going to work. Yes, yes, it should be able to chisel it back. Okay. Do I have a chisel somewhere? You have a chisel on you, Dragon?
Yeah, I do. Where are you?
At the house.
You're invisible.
Again. I'm invisible.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm right in front of you. See? Where are you, Dragon?
In front of the house,
Okay.
on top of the crystal.
Inside, in the birch chest, is a uranium block. Oh yeah, okay, that'll do. It's the easiest way of doing it. Chisel's back in the chest.
Apparently we're both invisible now.
Yes, I think we are. Top of the world, 2. Alright, so if I put this here, that's got... Yep, that should work. So let's put...
Manx is losing his mind.
Nah!
When doesn't he?
When he's not completely confused.
Alright, I'm going to in here and up like this. Is this not working? Oh, input. I'm doing... That's 640 RF a tick. That's actually pretty decent. I think that flashed at 640 for a second there. Oh no, maybe it's 160. 160 input, output. That's alright. It's not too bad. Alright, so this has no switch on it. Nothing in here. Let's see it burn through some RF. Go. Oh wow. It's chewing the RF up. But it's working. Slowly, but it's working. So this again is passive. Everything is...
Awesome.
Yep, everything's in a chunk loaded area. Fantastic. And this should just deposit stuff into our system slowly. Not that I need mud balls, but I probably should tell this actually. Let's turn it off for a second. Take this out. I don't want any of the sand, cobble, dirt, etc. Lag. Go. No. Doesn't like me. There we go.
You're inside.
What's wrong?
I didn't realize you were inside the...
I'm not inside the house.
Then why is the ender chest moving?
Because I'm opening the other ender chest.
How do you get iron plates?
There's the machine coming back. Over here, near the corner, where the IC2 stuff is, not that you can see me, but you've got the furnace in the corner. The next one in is the metal former. When you open it, as long as the little icon at the bottom is a hammer, you should be able to put a iron ingot in and get an iron plate out.
There's no one in here for me.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, you are the only one who is visible. Alright, so that was a good spot to actually end up. So the quarry is running. We are passively generating power, and I could scale this up a little if I really wanted to. I could probably get a few more thermopiles, expand this out almost exponentially. Yeah, so it's more ice, packed ice. It's just normal ice. Oh, this should be packed ice. Probably isn't quite generating enough. House. Stop fighting. I had packed ice around somewhere.
It was amazing.
It's alright when you can't fight back, right?
No, he could. He was using a boomerang on me. I just stood right close to him and spammed him. He can't. He still can't see us.
But I can two-shot you with my sword.
So normal ice isn't enough power generation. I could have sworn I had packed ice, but I don't know what I did with it. But that stuff outside will turn into packed ice in no time. We are over the wrapping up point, but I want to convert these into packed ice to see if it gives us a little bit more power generation. So we're currently generating 160. Pretty sure that'll take a minute. I don't mind, we'll go over a little bit. Pretty sure the book says, wherever I've hidden the this book, power, thermoelectric, packed ice is 200, so 2000 to 200. It's a little bit better. Hot fluid on one side, colder fluid on the other generate difference. So packed ice will give us a better result. So let's flick that over to packed ice now that it's converted. Awesome. Jump back up to top of the world. And make sure I'm using my silk touch to break these, otherwise we'll get water everywhere. Oh, it's dark up here. Like really dark up here. Goodness me, I do have a couple of torches. Oh my, so dark. I don't want that to be too close to the ice. But I do need some light of some description. No, that's not where I want that. One there. One there. One there. Right, what are we generating now? 168. So it's not much more, but it's a little bit more. So we're generating another 8 RF just for changing that out from ice to packed ice. But this is almost full of mud balls, which honestly is fairly useless. But this will be doing its thing. Maybe, I don't know where the mud area is. It must have started in this corner, perhaps, because we're going from this point to this point. But I may have started in this corner. I don't know. So I'm going to check that out in between episodes, work out where the quarry has started, and next time when we come back, hopefully we'll have a lot of materials that we can use to start getting into that into AE, because that was next in the list. Let's see here. We've got to do applied energetics, and then that molecular transformer is actually on the list as well. So things to be done. So thank you all for watching. I now have a ender chest full of mud balls, which is just highly unuseful. But we'll get that cleared out. Maybe we can make a trash can and a filter or something, and we'll filter that into the bin. But for now, we'll wrap up here. Thank you all for watching. Comments in the section below. And we hope you come back next time. Say goodbye, kids.
Bye.
See you later. Okay, so long story short, let me just go into creative mode here just to show you where it was mining. So for some reason out here was where it was quarrying, and where was it? There, you can see it just there. So I have moved the quarry and redone it. I've brought it over to where I had the first spot. I went around each of the corners of the quarry to find out where the mud was coming from, and it turns out that it was... So the quarry was up here, and it was starting to mine from here, which is odd. But now that I've redone it, and I'm very slow when I'm up here, creative mode. Now that I've remade it, which is just like this, it's quarrying here, which is where it was originally intended to do it. I wanted it to take out the village, so to speak. So it's very slowly ticking its...
They're not paying their taxes. Take out the villages.
Correct. Take out the village. So it's working up here. I have the same setup. Very slightly different cabling, but same deal. Cards in here, working its way. Stuff going into the chest, and it's going into the system over there when it can fit. But yeah, finished system. Screenshot for the... there we go. Screenshot for the episode. Thanks for watching. See you next time.